Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Bit of a bad one. I may have had a boost leak or a problem with my car for ages and I just haven't known about it. So recently I'd done a little side-by-side race against the stock ST. It was 30 miles an hour third gear. I pulled away one car length and then after one car length he just sat there the whole time. So something's wrong. Needless to say, we're going to check all the boost pipes today, and if I can't figure it out myself, we're going to take it to a dyno and get that all sorted, or hopefully all sorted. I think it is a boost leak. It looks like I'm hitting about 20 psi and then just dropping back to about 14 or 15 psi at about 4,500 revs, and to my knowledge dropping that low down in psi is actually lower than stock boost levels, and I would hope that Stage 2 Pro isn't scaling back that far when it kind of runs out of puff. So yeah, lots to do today. First thing we're going to do is take off the bumper, because the ones that I can't really reach are the intercooler boost pipes. So yeah, lots and lots to do today. I'm just going to show you where I'm up to. Excuse the wind, I'm sorry, I can't stop that, and it's all going to be a bit rushed today, so bear that in mind. But anyway, this is where I'm up to. Headlights are off. To remove your bumper, you need to remove all of these, all the way across. Other headlight, and then inside here, I'll zoom you in on this side because it'll be a bit easier to see. Inside here, you've got 3 bolts. Okay, so it's 1, 2, and a third one right at the back. The third one, there's a small cutout, you can easily get to it through the cutout, otherwise there's 2 bolts here. Now inside your footwell, not sure if you're going to be able to see this or not, you've got multiple bolts inside here. You've got one at the bottom, one here, one there, one here, and there's also a hidden one just there. So make sure you do all of those. So we're going to do that on both sides, and then the bumper should come off. So I've managed to get all the bolts out from every place. The only thing I haven't done yet is take the fog lights out, so there's a small little thing down there. Obviously if you want a full comprehensive guide on this, look at my Voodoo intercooler install guide. That'll run you through everything. But it's pretty much ready to come out, just 2 fog light bulbs out and the whole bumper will pop off. Oops. So got my front bumper off. Excuse the shaky footage, but anyway. So we've got a small gap here, and I'm wondering whether I need the hose clamp closer to it, further back. But at the end of the day, there is like a flange thing inside here, but we'll clamp all that down. I've got the same the other side. Well, I was saying that the other side actually looks a little bit better compared to this side. So I wonder if that is our problem. That could be it, it could not be. But anyway, so the front's off anyway. I might just give it all, you know, a bit of a clean and get some of this rust off that's started to build up. But yeah, let's crack on. So they're the boost pipes. So you got one here, you got one here, and then obviously if you just follow those all the way back, you want to be tightening every single one of those. However, today I will be installing a hot side boost pipe, so I'm not going to worry too much about those. And then obviously we've also got the throttle body, which is basically at the end of my finger. There is one, and the next one down is below that. I don't know if you guys can see it there. So that's the throttle body. Obviously we've got the Simposer. I've recently installed that, but that is super tight. There's a hose clip down there that I can't really mess about with, because obviously it's just a constant pressure, but hopefully that's all good. Obviously all of this needs to be tight. Your crossover down there needs to be tight. I think that's pretty much all your boost pipes, other than obviously your cold side, which is, you know, starting here and heading back over there. So yeah, lots to do, lots to check, but we're going to do our best. So I'm hoping this gap is the problem overall, so I'm going to try and reseat this hose clip and get on it, but hopefully you can see that when it focuses I have got a gap there. On the other side the gap is minimal, if at all existent, so I'm going to try and reseat the whole intercooler and kind of see what happens. Okay, so guys, I think I may have found the problem. I've only loosened this a tiny little bit, but I can do this with the pipe. And before, my pipe was basically there. You might see it in like previous clips, but I'd put my pipe there. I didn't realise it can slide all the way up here, so I'm going to pull it as far on as I possibly can, and then clamp it as close to the edge as I can, and then I'll eliminate any boost leaks from that side. But hopefully, I'm really hoping this was the problem. Okay, so I've tightened it up now. It's looking much better, much better. The problem I'm having now, and I'm going to need a new hose clip, is if I get to a certain point, it kind of jumps, and then all of a sudden it becomes quite loose. So I'm going to go out and buy a new one, so I can get rid of that problem, or at least hope I can get rid of that problem. Either way, yeah, that I reckon was my boost leak. I'm going to check everything else still anyway. Oh my god. I'm going to check everything anyway, but that is now much tighter, much better, and we'll just see if we're making boost figures. So I've been out, I bought some new hose clips for that pipe there, and hopefully that kind of fits nicely, and it'll be a bit more solid than the one that was currently on the car. I'm in an R-ing whether I should do anything about this side or whether I should just leave it, because it does look pretty clamped. But yeah, maybe I'll try pushing it on more and clamp it again. I'm not sure, we'll see. But anyway, new hose clips going on. So it's just fully hailed on me in May. But anyway, that is now the new tightness I've got around the outside. I know it looks like a little bit bowed up there, but the tightness of this is just insane. Like, it's so tight. So with any luck, that will be that completely sealed. So just a quick update. I've now redone the clamps on both sides. So that's the condition of this one. They are fully tightened down. I can't get them any tighter than what they are. There is a small gap to the right there, but I'm pretty sure, obviously, where the hose clamp actually is itself. Hopefully you can see that. But there's a small bit of silicone, so I think that's just where it's bending the silicone up. And then the same with this one. So this was the problem one. Once again, you can see where the hose clip is, so it's probably just pushing the silicone up a little bit at the end there. So I think that is now a tight seal, but I can't I can't move the pipe anymore, so fingers crossed it's all fixed. So the bumper's all back on. Fingers crossed it was the intercooler pipe. So I'm going to go for a drive now. I've downloaded an app called Talk Pro or something like that. It's like £2. I've also got a little Bluetooth reader. I bought it on eBay, some cheap thing, but it seems to work with the app, so why not, right? So anyway, Bluetooth reader's on. I'm going to look at Talk Pro, and I should, in theory, be hitting about 23, 24 psi. Normally I'd hit 20 max, and then I'd see it drop off down to about 14, 15, and I'm hoping it was my intercooler pipes. If not, the whole day has been wasted. Okay, so it's been a few days. Needless to say, I'll just cut a long story short. I haven't fixed the problem. I don't even know if there is a problem. This is obviously all stemmed from me having a small pull against a stock ST, or a pretty much stock ST anyway. And because I didn't pull away, everything stemmed from that. Now, I've got a few shout outs to make, because the people that have helped me over the last week it's been unreal. And I've never felt this like in a community before. So firstly, my subscribers. There's a number of you that have come out and have just given me so much information, almost too much information to kind of take into my brain. Like, this last week has been insane, like absolutely insane. So the first people I want to mention, Ben, we went out to a car park at midnight to attempt to basically smoke grenade my car to try and find any boost leaks, and it was hilarious. Thank you so much for offering to do that, even though it was midnight. Yeah, just thank you for trying to do that. Obviously, everything we can do is wicked, so just thank you so much. We've got Ash. He's basically done a 4-scan like data logging session with me. We were making pretty good boost and stable boost. up to a certain rev range, which we thought the rev range was correct for kind of losing the boost, if you know what I mean, because obviously your turbo starts to run out of puff and you start to lose boost from that point. And it was about 4,500, 5,000. I don't know, like I need a professional dyno guy to tell me, you know, oh, this isn't right. We've had a number of other people help me. It's really hard to kind of name them all. Ross over at La Performance, he ran me through a bunch of stuff at Fiesta in the park, and the amount of information he gave me. A lot of people were pointing towards the Turbo Smart blow-off valve, and it may still be that. However, I have run through, I've taken the blow-off valve off, I've checked all the pipes. Every O-ring in there looked almost brand new. I've re-lubricated them all and I've put them all back on. I've cranked it up to hardness, like top level, if you know what I mean. Like it's fully hard now. And I've still got the exact same PSI. Matt Lewis, so I think it's Matt Lewis Motorsport or something like that, or Matt something Motorsport. He's a Revo dealer. I think he's near Birmingham. Absolutely solid guy. Once again, the amount of information he gave me, he pointed out straight away to the blow-off valve. Now you got to remember that both Ross and Matt, although they own a dealership and stuff, they haven't seen my car. They only can go by what I've told them while talking to them in person. So they haven't seen my car, they haven't, you know, diagnosed anything like that. They're just trying to give me help, basically. And I can't thank both of them enough from the bottom of my heart to actually spend the time with me talking through some things and actually trying to help me find out a problem without even seeing the car. So thank you so much for that. He's given me 2 ideas, and I'm hoping to get on a dyno session either by the end of this week or the start of next week, because no matter what I've done to my car, the intercooler pipes, the blow-off valves, checking everything is so tight on my car now. As far as I'm aware, obviously I may have missed one pipe, and if I've missed it and it's that problem, it's that problem. But I'm exhausted. I'm absolutely exhausted. Like, I've spent 2.5 days under my car on a gravelly driveway working on it. And I'm mentally exhausted, I'm physically exhausted. I've lost the will to want to do videos at the minute. It's so draining to know that I don't even know if there's a problem on my car. There may be, there may not. I think there is, but the car itself is driving perfectly in terms of, like, you know, there's no juddering. I don't know. I would have thought if I had a boost leak I would feel it a lot more, like the car would just kind of drop and you would almost like fall forwards in your seat. But it's been driving perfectly since day one, or at least what I think is perfectly, and maybe since day one I've had a problem and I've never known about it. I don't know. So anyway, hopefully I'm going to get onto the Stealthworks dyno, but he doesn't seem to be replying to me at the minute, which isn't great. So by the end of today, if he hasn't replied to me, I'll just go elsewhere. But we'll see. And I'll try and record the dyno footage and diagnostic and run through all that. I so hope that the problem is a nice easy one and it's just something I've missed and they'll just tighten a bolt or they'll replace a gasket somewhere. It'll be nice and cheap. And my car all of a sudden will be a whole different car. Because from what I've been told, Stage 2 Pro, I should be just pulling and pulling and pulling away from stock cars. And at the minute, although the car feels brilliant, it's not currently doing that. So anyway, thank you so much for listening to this 5 minutes of me just rambling on. I'm trying to update you guys on my car. Like I said, I'm exhausted about the whole thing. So that's what I've done so far. I've done basically every boost pipe. I've cleaned my blow-off valve. I've even replaced the hot side pipe with a new thing. I shouldn't have probably done that when I've got a problem, but I've done it anyway. You know, and I'm lost. I'm lost. I don't know what to do. I don't know where I am. And it's all a mess. So, there's 6 minutes now of me rambling. If you guys watch the end of this video, let me know that you watched the whole video down below. It means so much to me, and thank you guys for your continued support. I'm sure within, hopefully after the dyno, I'll be kind of re-energized to carry on making videos on a daily basis, but right now, I'm a defeated man. So thank you guys all for watching once again. Thank you for your continued support. There's stickers and stuff down below if you want them. and there's tons of discount codes. Xeons Online is now a sponsor in a way. Once again, it's all in the link down in the description, but just use CR10. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.